Hi. I was gonna email, but I think this would probably be a better way of speaking to you all. Um, uh, I don't know, as you may or may not know, that Wendy and I have been estranged for quite some time now. Um, she's always had some times in her life where she's good, she's happy, and then she kind of goes on these self-destructive tears. I don't know what to call it. I always knew it when we first got married. I accepted it. I um, I knew from the beginning how we met is kind of clear that Wendy is sometimes could be a little off, kind of do some wild things. But I'm not here to yell or try to not speak negative about her. I love her to death. I've always did, and I always will. I've always made a promise to her and to her brother Mike that I would always look after her. Before I got married to her, me and Mike had a long conversation about who she is, how sensitive she is, her character, and I needed to be a good man. And if you're gonna take my sister across country, you gotta protect her. And this is what I'm doing here. This is what I plan on um, trying to get out of this video. Um, Ever since Wen and I separated, I always make her a video every single Friday. Every Friday. Not and just tell her I'm okay. I love her. And tell her I worry about her, and just tell her what's going on in my life. Um, so I'm in no way trying to manipulate anybody. I'm not trying to do anything. It's just my heart weighs heavy. I've had a lot of friends who've been on the same path as Wendy, and they are no longer with me. And I carry that burden with me every single day that I wish I could have done something, especially with Patrick and Shannon and Turtle and Sam. Sam was a hard one, real hard one. So that being said, uh, me and Wen been getting along just fine over the years. We used to talk every single day, and it became like once a week, and now it's like once in a while. Well, not anymore, but ever since she lost her job at Ska, which, by the way, I got both those guys that job there. So I was higher up there, so I got them both that job. So I do work, and I know my parents can vouch for me that I'm a hard worker, and I've always worked. So Wendy's been down a real dark path. She's good at hiding it. She's good at denying it, and I'm here to speak up. Ever since she lost her job at Ska, me and her were both. I don't really drink that much anymore. I don't know. It just doesn't agree with my body anymore. I get gout, so um, um, she started drinking pretty heavy. Times when we were together, when she got depressed, she'd drink pretty heavy. Looking back on it, heavy. But now I think it's to a point where I think I need to address it, and we all need to address it and help her out. Um, when Ever since we split, I feel like I'm responsible for her going down some weird path. We moved out here. Well, I intentionally moved out here because after my first marriage failed, I wanted to do something good and just experience life. And me and Winnie got along so well, and she seemed like she needed this, and I'm like, well, just come along with me. But it's not temporary. I want you to, if you want to do this, let's get married, and we'll create a great life, and we'll end up somewhere and buying land and being self-reliant and just living out our sunset years together. And that was the plan. And it was the plan until recently. She always hid me from people. Nobody, everybody in town knows that me and her are estranged. Everybody knows. Everybody likes me. Nobody has any issues about me. But that being said, she's been drinking heavily. And then she would call me or text me, well, actually message me, just drunk, yelling at me, and just talking crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Obviously, clearly intoxicated. And it was just kind of off, but then it started to get into her talking suicidal. And this started probably, I want to say last year around this time. Talking about how she didn't want to live. She just sick of life. Her thing she would always say is, I don't care if I wake up tomorrow. And basically told me that she wants to drink herself to death. And Wendy doesn't speak much, and when she does, I listen. And it was very concerning. And I'm like, fuck, what the hell, dude? So, yeah. So now, fast forward to the summer, she kept talking like that. I was working. She was texting me while I was working on this big welding job up on the fucking mesa on this ranch, and she was just talking about how she didn't want to live. And that she's just drinking herself, and she hates life and hates everybody. And now, this is where I need to start clarifying. She's hanging out with this guy, Stevie Lowe. Stevie Lowe is not liked in town. He's a drunk. He's a piece of shit. And if you ever saw him, if you think I look like a bum, this guy is a fucking liberal bum. And now they're shacking up together. Fine, whatever, do what you want, but he is an alcoholic. He just separated from his wife, and I don't care what anybody says. I heard the whole story from his wife, because his girlfriend, or her friend, is a friend of mine's girlfriend, so I know the whole story. So Wendy and him are shacking up together, and that's all I've been hearing lately is, I saw your wife with Stevie. Your wife shouldn't be hanging out with Stevie, man. That's bad news for her. And that's all I've been hearing from everybody in town. And I confronted Wendy about it because Stevie happened to poke at me, kind of saying, hey, I'm fucking Wendy. Sorry, I don't mean to say that. And I'm not having it. So I confronted him and talked to him. I didn't threaten him or anything like that. Talked to him and said, I don't want you hanging out with Wendy. I was his boss. I watched him start drinking from the moment he got into the shop. And at 4:30, he was fucking drunk. And I would complain all the time to the upper management, like our meetings. Hey, we got to fire this guy, but we can't fire him. He would slow down production. He would just drink all the time. And apparently, I'm one of my clients I'm working for now. This is why I'm bringing it up, because he saw Wendy with him again. And he's like, your wife's Wendy, right? No, yeah. He goes, she was with Stevie, dude, and they looked like shit. And he's like, they're drinking together, aren't they? And I'm like, yeah, probably. And he goes, that's not good, man. He's like, he doesn't really know Stevie, because all he knows is like, this fucking guy is a dirtbag. He's a dirtbag in town. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed because I don't want my wife doing this. She gave up on massage. She gave up on all this stuff that she wanted to do. And she's just becoming this person that I don't even know anymore. Every time I talked to her, she was all negative. Wendy used to never talk negative. We would always get along. We never fought, ever. I knew when she was down a lot. She was down for a while, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my $2,000 bonus, and I'm going to fly your kids out here, and you guys can have fun. I paid for that, because I cared about her. And then I saw her fucking getting weird again, and I asked her, what's the matter? She goes, I don't know. And I go, do you love me? And she's like, I don't know. And that was it. And I said, do you want me to leave home for a while? I'll go down to Tucson or whatever. And she said, yeah, I just need space to figure myself out. And I've done this many times before with her. And this time it's a lot longer and it's a lot more. So the point is, I can worry about her. I love her to death. I don't want you guys to hate me. I love you all. I love Brandon. I love Jake. I miss them a lot. I miss my family. I miss everybody getting along. But enough's enough. Somebody, okay, she completely blocked me after I confronting her about, because I told her on Thanksgiving, you got to quit drinking. You just got to quit drinking. You got to get your shit together. And she blocked me. And then I told Stevie, I said, you need to tell my wife to get a hold of me because it's enough. And I told him, just because your marriage is failing because of your alcoholism doesn't mean you need to bring it to my family. And I told him, I said, I've always had a problem with you because you're an alcoholic. And the last thing I want is my wife to associate with somebody with her alcoholism. It's just like anything else. Do you guys care about her or not? Will you help me out? Just hear me out. Please, I beg you. Do you want to bury Wendy? I don't. And this is the road she's going down. I see it. I've been down this road before. My parents can vouch for it. My friends can vouch for it. Wendy has changed dramatically since, I don't know, probably 2 years ago. And it's not a good path. I want her to grow. I want her to shine. I want her to be a proud person. And she's not. Wendy has self-esteem issues and we all need to help her. I'm sorry I have to bring this up to everybody, but I don't want to deal with this alone. And I don't want, she's obviously going to deny it. And if you don't believe me, fine. Come out here and see for yourself. Talk to the people I see. See what I see. See what I see. I'll show you the emails, or not the emails, but the messages of her talking suicidal and just being drunk and hating life. That's not Wendy. And I need all of us to pull together and try to help. And if you don't want to help, fine. If you think I'm an asshole, fine. But this is family. I refuse to go against my vows. I vowed to Wendy on July 17th, 2013, that I would give my life to her for the rest of her life. I'm not playing these games about divorce and all this shit because it's not happening. Sorry, it's not happening. I'm a man of integrity, and there's just no way, especially someone who I love very much. I love Wendy so much, and I just hope that you could all hear me out, especially Brandon. Brandon knows Stevie. The guy's a scumbag, dude. I could tell you stories about him, and if you wouldn't want Wendy around him. I don't know. People are pissed off at Stevie. You know, everybody loves Wendy. Everybody thinks she's a sweetheart, and people that know her are like, why the hell is she with this dude? And why I'm not doing anything? Well, I don't want to go to fucking jail for that bullshit. So I'm coming to you. I love her to death. I love you all. I pray to God all the time. I mean, if anything, I just want her to talk to me. Just tell me she's okay. But from what I've seen her, the last time I saw her was about a month or two ago. I saw her, and she looked like shit. I'm sorry, but she had the alcoholic face on her. I've seen it plenty of times. I had it for a while when we first split. You should see pictures. I looked like fucking hell. And she looks like shit, because I know she's drinking all the time. She's got a lot of things heavy weighing on her heart, and we all need to be there for her. If I can't, I want you to. I love you all. And I'll pray for all you. I love you guys. I love Wendy more than anything in this world. And if you guys know who I am, you would know that. I love Wendy. I just don't know what to do anymore. This weighs heavy on me. Thank you.